When you understand this trick for multiplying numbers by 11, you can multiply a number by 11 as fast or faster than you could even write the answer. For example, 432,176 times 11 is 4,753,936, and I just did the computation while writing the answer. That's how powerful this trick is. Let me tell you about it. Anyone who's dabbled in a little bit of mental math before knows how easy multiplying by 11 can be. For example, if we take something like 43 times 11, a very common way to do something like this really easily in your head is to note that 11 is just 10 times 1. So we could view this as 43 times 10 plus 1, and then we could use the distributive property. So 43 gets distributed to the 10, and 43 gets distributed to the 1. And then we just have to add those things together. The advantage of this is that multiplying by 10 and multiplying by 1 are both trivially easy. 43 times 10 is 430, and of course 43 times 1 is just 43. So if you're trying to do 43 times 11 in your head, all you have to do is do 430 plus 43, and you very quickly arrive at the answer of 473. For fairly small numbers like 2 digits and 3 digits, thinking about it like this works pretty well and you can get quick results. But for larger numbers like 432,176, it can be done much more easily if, instead of thinking about it conceptually, like we kind of do here, we think about it more systematically and how this process affects the digits when we do this multiplication. So, here's the trick. Let me demonstrate with a simple example like 123 times 11. We can actually see what's going on here pretty simply if we write the components of this product stacked on top of each other. So if we multiply by 10, we get 1,230. But then when we think about multiplying by 1 and adding that, we're adding 123. So what's actually happening here is the first digit is getting moved to the left one place value because of the multiplication by 10. And that's also happening to the other digits. We have a 2 in the tens place, which we see show up as a 2 in the hundredths place because of the multiplication by 10. However, because there's also a multiplication by 1, when this 2 moves into the hundredths place, there's also already a 1 in the hundredths place from the 1 that we already had. So the way we look at this is as these two digits that are right next to each other being added together to give us the next digit in the hundredths place of 3. And we see the same thing happening in the tens place. This 3 gets moved to the tens place because of the multiplication by 10. But then also, because of the multiplication by 1, the 2 that was already in the tens place is also there. So because these digits are adjacent in the number, we have to add them together to get 5. That's that next digit that's in the tens place. And then, of course, because of the multiplication by 1, the number is still going to end in 3, which was originally in the ones place. Put simply, to multiply by 11, all we have to do is take the first digit and the last digit, those will remain the same, and for all the digits in between, just add adjacent digits. 1 plus 2 gave us 3. 2 plus 3 gave us 5. It's as simple as that. And with this process, you can rattle off multiplications with huge numbers being multiplied by 11. So let's try that process out on a bigger number, say 431,781. We'll multiply this by 11 using that same process from before. So we know that the product has to start with that first digit, which is 4. For the subsequent digits, all the way up to the last one, we need to add adjacent digits. So the next digit in our product is found by adding these two adjacent digits. 4 plus 3 is 7, so 7 is the next digit in our answer. Then 3 plus 1 is 4. Then 1 plus 7 is 8. However, the next digit is going to come from 7 plus 8, which is 15. So we'd actually have to carry the 1, which would bump this 1 plus 7, 8. It bumped that up to 9. So when we do that 7 plus 8, that's 15. That's why this turned into a 9, and then we would have a 5 there from the 15. And then 8 plus 1, which is 9, and then we have to just end with that last digit, which is 1. And that's the answer. No calculator required. That's how easy this is. Multiplying by 11 is really a cinch, so you can go to parties with some serious swagger, knowing that you're going to be the best in the room when it comes to multiplying by 11. Let's knock out another quick simple example. Say 563 times 11. Well, this would have to start with a 5, but if we add those first two digits, we get an 11. So we'd have to carry a 1. Our first digit would end up being a 6. And then a 1 from the 11. And then 6 plus 3 is 9, and then end with the 3. 6,193, easy as pie. Here are a few more quick examples you can try in your head real quick. I'll start writing down the answers now. 81 times 11, that's going to be 891. 744 times 11, let's see, we're going to have 8, and then 1, and then 8, and then 4. And then 420 times 11 is going to be 4620. Now you might think, big deal, what's so useful about being particularly good at multiplying by 11? Well, if you want to be a versatile and a powerful mental mathematician, then having a big bag of tricks is really handy. Furthermore, there's an even cooler mathematical trick that almost seems like dark magic that is somewhat reliant on the ability to quickly multiply by 11. I'll leave a link in the description to my video talking about that trick, but performing that trick as an expert at multiplying by 11 is a thing of beauty. You just absolutely have to try it. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you have any favorite personal math arithmetic tricks. I get a big kick out of these. And be sure to subscribe for more of the swankiest math videos on the internet.